Dude, that'd be the deal. You can sleep in the hammock. If you rock me to sleep first, then you can place me on the beach. I'm not even going to know. And then you can have the hammock. If you don't want to rock me to bed, then I get the hammock and you just got a deal.
Yeah.
Because this was my trip and you just came along. Okay?
Yeah, motherfucker. We're gonna take it up a few notches right now. See if y'all can keep up.
What's up, everybody, and welcome to episode 63 of the ScruffCast. I'm Jon.
And I'm Dan.
And today, we're jumping right into it. Mostly because I don't want to say, and we're back, because we say that every week.
But also, we're jumping right into it is also, I think, something we also say every week.
We need a new intro segue, or like catchphrase. And this week, we're scruffing it up. No, that's terrible.
That's a bad one.
Listeners, write in to scruffcast@gmail.com with your suggestions.
Please.
Please.
We clearly can't think of anything better.
We've put out the call plenty of times. Give us your recommendations. What do you guys want to hear? We don't know what we're doing. Just help us.
We're 63 episodes in now. We still have no idea what we're doing.
We came up with this top 5 idea, and it's been amazing because it's taken up half the podcast each week.
I'll tell you what. I'm thinking from here on out we just do a ScruffCast, and it's just a top 10. We've talked before about how much we love those top 10 videos, and we just sit on YouTube and watch them, which, again, we got into it today, and then we also got into the Guinness World Records stuff today on YouTube.
Yep, this guy trained his cat to do 20 tricks in 1 minute.
What was horseshit about that is, 5 of them were just sit.
Yeah, it was like
he would lay down, then sit again. He would count that as another trick. Get out of here. That's not another trick.
That's lame. There was a couple records there.
4 tricks, really.
That we think we could break. It was like a video... Top 25 Guinness World Records that are easily breakable. So stay tuned. Maybe we'll break a record one of these days.
Yeah, on the ScruffCast we'll break a record. And we're gonna try to find a podcast Guinness World Record.
There must be one.
The longest podcast.
Most beloved podcast. You guys would need to start pulling your weight for that one.
We're not going to be that one, I don't think.
No.
All right. Shall we get to the question to ponder, Jon?
Yes.
All right. So the question to ponder... Let me pull it up here. From last week was, if it had to be one of winter, autumn, spring, or summer for the rest of time, which would you choose? Jon?
I would choose autumn or fall, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
Just the best time of the year. It's not too cold, right? Like winter. Although I do like... See, winter's probably my favorite season if you're inside. You're looking outside, the snow's falling, and it just makes you think of Christmas. It's just awesome. But like, you can't go outside. It's too cold. You got to shovel the snow. That sucks. Fall, it's like sweater weather, you know, feeling good. That's my choice.
Yeah, it's funny you mentioned winter, because the older you get, the less fun winter gets.
That's definitely
when you're a
true.
kid, winter is just a blast. You get snow days, you get to build snow forts, and then when you're older, you just gotta drive around in it. You gotta shovel it. It sucks.
Got to scrape the ice off your car.
Scrape the ice, yeah. Oh god, and this year was just brutal.
Yeah, we got
for ice and
pound it with snow.
Constantly like freezing rain at all times. Okay, my decision would also be autumn or fall.
Yeah.
Honestly, pretty much the same things you said, too. It's the sweater weather, which is nice. It's like the most comfortable temperature for the most part.
It is spring. You got like pollen and stuff going on.
It rains too much.
You could still golf in the fall, too.
Yeah, you can, yeah. The thing is, though, like, with fall, like, it's like spring, too. It's like, like where we are, it lasts like 2 weeks.
Yeah, summer winds down, poof, before you know it's winter.
Yeah, because, like, September still is pretty warm.
Yeah.
Like, into late September, it could still be 25, 30 degrees, right? And then you hit, like, October, and you have, like, a 3-week span, maybe, where it's, like, 15, which is, like, money. 10 to 15 and around there, and then it goes to, like, 5. And it's like that for, like, 3 months. And then it goes to minus 10 for a month, and then we're in spring.
Like, the way it always goes is beginning of October, you know, it's pretty warm, right? Thanksgiving comes up, and you're like, you know what, maybe it won't be so bad going trick-or-treating this year. Not me, but I used to take my younger brother trick-or-treating. And then by the time Halloween rolls around, you're like, damn, it's cold. It's like 6 degrees outside. Like, what the hell?
It always happens to be raining, too.
Yeah.
It's like, I swear, like, every year, even when we were kids, it was, like, always raining on Halloween. Did you hear the whole thing about how they wanted to just make Halloween on, like, the closest Saturday?
What?
Yeah.
No,
so,
that's
like,
so lame.
The time you go trick-or-treating would just be on the closest Saturday. I think it's a great idea. Halloween can still be Halloween, but it's like, you know, like, think about, like, Thanksgiving, Easter, all that stuff. I think Easter follows different. I think they all kind of follow like a certain Saturday of the month, right? The third or first or second Saturday. But I think Halloween should just be the same because, like, It's a pain in the ass for like the parents, probably, right? To like you don't think about it when you're a kid.
Yeah.
But it's a pain in the ass for the parents to like, oh my god, like I gotta take this, gotta get home from work quick. I gotta take the kid out, and then gotta get home, and then I gotta sort through his candy because he's gonna want some, but I gotta make sure he goes to bed on time, and like it's all this different stuff, right? So you're probably up like into the late hours of the night just sorting through all the goddamn candy and everything. And this is also affecting me because I have work. I have to close the store down like on those days. It's like always like another manager. It's like her day. It just kind of always happens to fall on her day. But she's got like 2 young boys that are like 7 and 5 now. So she's kind of like, oh, would you mind closing for me so I can like take them? I was like, yeah, of course. Like I'm not gonna say no, obviously, but as soon as Leo gets a little bigger, I'll be like, nope. Nice try. I got my own kid to deal with.
Well, yeah, but if you do it on Saturday, then it's gonna like burn a weekend day.
Yeah. So what? These are like.
Yeah, but if you work Saturdays, then it doesn't help you either.
No, but it helps the majority of the population.
Yeah, but as a kid, it adds some excitement during the school week if it falls during the week.
No, you're right.
Right?
The kid's getting free candy anyway. You know what, kid? We're moving it to a Saturday. Deal with it. You're getting free candy.
I guess.
Just suck it up.
Yeah, I'd never heard of that before.
I just heard them talking about it. Like,
they'll never change it because then you'll get people going out both days.
Yeah,
you'll still get those people who go out on the 31st.
The purists.
Well, what if it runs into November? Because, dude, the way I look at it, October 31st, you got the pumpkins out, or jack-o'-lanterns by that point. It's candy time, whatever. Mm-hmm. November 1st, put those pumpkins to the curb. Boom, all aboard the train to Christmas time.
Yeah,
November 1st.
All about Christmas.
You engage Christmas mode. You don't put up the Christmas lights yet.
No, man.
December 1st? No. So, November 1st, I got Christmas on my mind. Okay? December 1st, Christmas is my life. You just straight ahead to... I'm just talking about it's going to be excited for Christmas, dude.
No, I
love Christmas.
I don't care as much for it. I don't mind it.
Don't care as much for it. It's Christmas.
No, it's good. I agree. But, like, Christmas movies don't start till December 1st for me.
That's fair.
You're allowed to watch one when the Santa Claus Parade is on. Okay. The Toronto Santa Claus Parade. That day, you can watch one Christmas movie, and then you need to take... the 2-week break until December 1st hits. 2 or 3 weeks, whatever.
That's fair. I feel like we discussed the rules for Christmas one time before.
We're just repeating ourselves again.
Christmas is so magical.
Okay.
Maybe there's new listeners. Welcome.
Those were our rules for Christmas.
Yes.
All right.
Well, we did have a listener write to us at scruffcast@gmail.com with their answers to our top 5 from last week.
With a familiar subject. Weekly thoughts.
Ooh, this leads me to believe it is indeed going to be every week.
Might be weekly. I like this. Okay, here we go. Just finished listening to last week's podcast. Had me laughing out loud again. From now on, I will only say Francis the Pope, never Pope Francis. It's just so much better.
I'd say we changed this listener's life.
Well, I think we did. Okay, my top 5 picks for places I have yet to visit. Number 5, Vancouver Island. Supposed to be very beautiful, and I wanted to include at least one place in Canada. Number 4, Monaco, because it's so tiny, but they have their own royal family, as well as casinos in the Grand Prix motor race, and yachts and celebrities. Number 3, Switzerland. Again, supposed to be beautiful. Number 2, Italy. I want to see all the cool old buildings, and then go drink wine in the Tuscany Valley. And I actually will be doing this in 2021, which is like, I'm not 100% sure what I'm doing next week.
That's a far way out to plan.
You got a vacation plan for 2021.
Like, you just pick the one big thing on the horizon, and then you just aim it for that. So, like, for me, it was like, okay, Game of Thrones final season's coming back, like 2019, the spring. I just got to not die till then. Right? I got to survive. And
was it worth it? Like, you probably could have died in that time.
I mean, I would have. I'm glad I didn't die.
That's true.
But it wasn't up to,
fair enough.
My standards.
And number 1, California, which was also my choice. I want to fly to San Francisco and rent a car and drive all the way down to the Mexican border and see it all. But I'll have to wait until they rebuild the Pacific Coast Highway, which may take a while, which is also what we talked about last week.
Yes.
And also, you're going to San Francisco in a month or so.
In a few months.
2 months.
So I'm have a trip planned for October.
Which, luckily, it will not come in any time. It won't disrupt the podcast.
It shouldn't, although we may run into, like, Canadian Thanksgiving.
Yeah, that is true.
But we'll make it work. And if we don't, listeners, just come back the following week.
Yeah,
I mean,
we'll probably be
listen
back.
to an old one. Didn't we do a Thanksgiving one before?
Yeah, just listen to that
We
one
got
again.
63 of these.
Okay. As for the question to ponder, which season would I choose? Summer, absolutely. Because I hate being cold, and who doesn't love sunshine, beautiful sunsets on a beach, flowers blooming, and not having to wear winter coats and boots. Keep the laughs coming, guys. See, I like summer, but I don't like it that much.
No, I want
I have to say, this summer has been okay. There's been a week or two where it's pretty hot. But
yeah, I was overboard.
It's been bearable for the most part.
The problem with summer is that, and winter sort of has the same problem. It's like the dueling temperatures. You go outside and you're melting out there, right? But then you go inside and the AC is cranked, and then you're cold.
Yeah, I'm never,
Right?
never cold.
And then
That AC going, I love it.
And then in winter, it's you bundle up, right? And you're sweating, right? And if you go inside, right? Maybe you're catching the train or something. You're freezing your ass off outside. You get in the train, you're sweating to death. You're ugh.
Yeah, you know what the worst is when you go out to shovel. So you bundle up to go shovel, but then as you're shoveling, it's tiring. So then you start sweating.
Yeah.
Oh, that is just the worst.
Then you start heating up. So you're maybe I'll take my gloves off for a little bit.
Let me take my hat off for a second. Then your head freezes.
Yeah.
The worst.
Yeah.
Don't like what
That's why I picked fall.
Yeah. I do like summer because we golf. I think with summer too, it's it just feels so short. It's so sad, you know?
Yeah, we don't really get much.
And even though as adults, I guess you can call us that. As adults,
Kind of.
sorry. We don't get the summer vacation anymore like we used to, but is there still that party that when those stretch of months come,
Things
Kinda
lighten up a little,
the
right?
mid-June to the end of August. It still feels like a little vacation-y,
I get what you mean. Well, we always have our golf trip to look forward to, right?
Yeah.
Which comes in the summer, and things just become a little more chill, right? Some companies do summer hours and stuff.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
At work, our building has a rooftop patio, so we've been doing stop work at 3 or so on Fridays, head up to the patio, have some drinks,
sweet.
get some food, and
Yeah.
chillax.
I always find that golf trip. That's for me the end of summer. I know there's still a whole month, but it's the wind down. Because
Yeah.
once Labor Day hits, see ya. Doesn't matter what temperatures after that.
When you're
Summer's
a kid,
over.
when you're a kid on summer vacation, it's beginning of July. You're "Ooh, I've just got infinite future
Yeah.
of summer ahead of me. Then
of a sudden it's mid-August.
August 1st hits, and then your parents start being only 28 more days till school, and
We
you're
gotta go
Mom,
back to school shopping.
you're
No.
Mom, stop, dude. I saw they had back to school stuff out at Walmart last week, a whole week ago already. They had lunchbox and stuff out.
Makes sense. Get ahead of the game, right?
Yeah, but man, when I was a kid, I remember you start seeing the commercials, and I'm no, you're just
I
not
know,
ready to
right?
go back to school.
But you know what? I always enjoyed back to school shopping. Because the first day back to school is enjoyable as a kid, I found. In elementary school.
Yeah.
Because it was oh, who's going to be in my class this year? Oh, it's going to be fun. What are our teachers going to be like? I got some new pens. Check out my new pencil case.
Pencil case.
Remember pencil cases? Remember homies?
Homies.
Remember those little plastic figurines? The homies?
I don't remember.
You got
those.
them out of those little coin machines. You put the dollar in, turn the dial, and they came out.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, we had we used to keep them in the top part of our pencil cases.
Yes.
The homies.
The pencil case. I wonder if they're still popular these days.
They must be. Where else would you keep your pencils?
I don't know. But a pencil case, a
Well,
case just
they're
for
probably all
pencils.
streaming goddamn iPads, and stuff like that.
That's probably
these days.
true. The other day at work, people were having a conversation on whether or not they teach cursive in schools now. And they're I don't know.
Yeah, they shouldn't. What's the point?
Yeah, what is the
we
point?
learned it in grade 1, 2, and then that was it. I don't think we ever even used it again after that.
Well, nowadays, think of the people who are kids now. They're not learning it. They're not going to be able to read it.
That's for
Right,
the
200 years from
stupid,
now, they're going to find stuff we've written, and it's going to be when you find those old wartime notes. They're going to be oh, I can barely decipher what this says.
I have to bring in the cursive specialist to dissect what this means.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, the 7 people on the planet that can still read Latin or whatever.
Yeah.
That'd be it. But there's no point in it. Oh, but apparently now they're well, I guess your brother's kind of young enough, so you might know that they're
He's just going to start high school in the fall.
yeah. But we have a friend whose fiance is an ECE. She's a kindergarten teacher, and she has the school has a Twitter first off, and then there's they have groups and stuff like that where the parents are part of these groups, and the teachers can message the parents right away. I think it was through Twitter. I think that's what it was. I was like, that is insane. But like, also
That is
pretty
insane.
helpful.
Yeah.
But like, also as a parent, I'd be like, I don't want this close access to these teachers. You know?
Yeah, leave me alone.
Yeah, leave me alone.
Yeah, 'cause you get messages.
Johnny didn't. I used Johnny just. I didn't.
Yeah.
That wasn't for you, but you know. Oh, he tripped a kid at recess. You have to do something about that. Shut up! He just tripped a kid. Relax.
Like, just call me at work, and I'll just let it go to voicemail, and then I'll just deal with Johnny later.
I'll smack him around when I get home. Have a few drinks. You know.
No asparagus for you today. But I don't even like asparagus. Well, then you're eating double asparagus today. You little jerk.
Okay.
We always worry we're not going to have enough to talk about
And here we are.
every week.
Yeah. I got a question. So I'll explain this whole story to you, okay?
Okay.
So the other day, the landlords at our place were I think they were gone for a few days, didn't see their cars or whatever, right? So I come home from work one day, and the landlord is like in the driveway. I think he's bringing the garbage bins in or something like that, right? So I gotta go, oh, hey, how's it going? Whatever. And then that was kind of that, right? Oh, good. Oh, here, I have some mail for you. Okay, thanks. Go downstairs. That was it. So later that evening, I went outside to move my car back into the driveway or whatever, and he was doing the same. He was kind of shifting him and his wife's cars around. And so again, we kind of oh, hey, how are you, And like got me thinking, like, how many times do you have to say hi to a person in one day? Like in this specific situation where you're not friends with these people. Like if I saw you in the morning and then, we both went our separate ways and then I saw you again in the evening, I wouldn't be like, oh, hey, John, how's it going? Like I wouldn't do that again that day. But this is like, my landlord. It's a little different.
Wait, are you telling me if you saw me again later in the day, you wouldn't say hi?
Why? But I wouldn't be like greeting you as if it was the first time I'd seen you in a week.
Oh, okay.
I just saw you in the morning.
Like faking the pleasantries.
I haven't even slept yet. Like, I haven't slept.
That's exactly what it is. You're like faking the pleasantries.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
And that's what this was. And we both kind of did it. I think we both sensed the awkwardness too, right? It's kind of like,
hello
hey.
again.
Hey again. We've done this already today.
Like, would you have been better off like peeking around the corner? Oh, he's out there, and then like waiting for him to move his car, and then you going back.
I know.
What I mean?
It was too late. I whipped around that corner. Oh, here we are again. And oh, hey, how are you? Like a bunch of idiots,
Yeah, I know. As I get older, I'm just like, who has the time? You know what I mean?
I don't have time to say hi twice.
Exactly. I got a lot of stuff going on. You think these PlayStation trophies are in themselves? Hell no. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it just got me thinking though, right? Like in a situation like that, like I remember immediately thinking like, why did I say hi again? I've already greeted him today.
Because
why did I need to do that again? And it's not like this was like 12 hours later. This is probably like, I got home at, I don't know, 4:30, whatever. And then this was like maybe 9 o'clock. So not like a 5 or 6 hour span at the most.
Yeah.
And I say hi again, like I hadn't seen him in a week. Oh, hello! How about you lower our rent? That's what I should have said.
Yeah, I don't know. What are you going to do? Like, just walk straight to your car like a robot? Like, you don't even see him? Being like, you don't exist.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. I got a tickle in my throat here. Take it away, John.
Well, normally if we edited the podcast, we'd edit this out, but we don't do that. So, I don't know. I think once is already enough for a day, but like two, it's like how do you approach a situation, right? Because like if you ignore him, is he going to be like, yo, what the hell? That was very rude by Dan.
Yeah, I know. That's the thing, right?
Like, okay, who said hi? Right? The second time.
I think it was like a mutual kind of thing. Like I think we both like kind of made that eye contact.
Well, once you make eye contact, then you should.
What are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do? You give them
look
the nod.
At each other and ignore each other.
You give them the nod up. Right?
But this is what I mean though. Like if it's like, if it was you and I saw you again like that, like I don't even think we give each other the nod. We just look at each other and just like keep doing whatever we were doing because it's like we're friends, right? It's like it's different, right? I don't have to like be like you're not gonna be sitting there thinking like, oh man, does Dan like me? He just like
what the hell? So rude. Yeah,
he's so rude. Yeah, I don't think you'd be thinking that.
So was there a question or like a rule we had to come up with here? How many times you say hi?
Yeah. With the ScruffCast rule, the seal of approval on hellos in a day.
So one hello, of course, right? One hello, totally fair. I would say second time, hello is overboard. Maybe a head nod. Like, we made eye contact. Okay. You know what I mean?
All right.
Whether you nod up or down, that's up to you.
Upper. How was you not down? I just physically tried doing that. It was weird.
Or no, like
You give him the old double chin?
no, you just
Jabba the Hutt?
you give the head nod down
Yes.
because it's a nod, right? Like a nodding. Well, think if somebody's like nodding off, right? Like they're sitting there and they're falling asleep. Which way is their head going?
It's going down.
Exactly.
All right, you got me there.
Gotcha.
Alrighty.
There you go.
So that's it then. One hi. One hello.
Yep.
I know that now for future reference with him.
You should get him to listen to the podcast.
Yeah,
Then he'll know the
I'm sure
rule.
he'll love it.
Then he'll know why.
Shout
why he
out to
didn't-
Payman.
Then you'll know why you didn't. What's it called? Say had second. You know what I just thought? It's funny. His name's Payman, and
Yeah.
like you pay.
I pay him.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, the best part
Maybe
was,
he just made up the name. You can call me Payman. Like you're paying.
maybe,
Like
yeah,
I'm the
it's
man
not
you
his
pay.
real name. The
That's
best
funny.
part of it all was we moved in there, and all of a sudden he went from driving a Kia Optima to a like decked out Range Rover Sport.
That's the difference
like,
between
oh boy.
being the landlord and being the renter.
I know, right?
Oh, I know.
God damn.
Maybe you should start renting out studio space here.
Like,
I
other
use the
people can come
studio.
record
Yeah,
their
people come
podcasts.
record their podcasts.
We might know a few people. Maybe I think we talked about before. Kalon and Ian starting their own rival podcast,
Oh yeah. Oh dude, what a funny combo that would be.
and then they can rent this out. That would be a fan. I would listen to that podcast.
They're friends. I'd give them a good deal.
Yeah, of course. But like they have their own podcast.
10 cents a minute
10 cents a minute. That's
of
not bad.
recording time.
Yeah.
So they better get in and out. They can't sit around here and watch top tens unless they're gonna have to pay like we do.
Yeah, as soon as they walk in the door, they gotta get down to business. And they also have to sort out our mic situation.
For 25 cents a minute, I'll take care of that for them.
All right, fair enough.
Yes, if the audio quality is weird again this week. I listened back to last week's a little bit, so I'm not entirely sure, but I don't know. Ever since we had Ian on the podcast, it's been weird. One mic's been quieter and one mic's been louder. Like we haven't really been able to figure out why exactly.
Yeah, so I literally am eating my microphone right now to make up for
And I'm
it.
sitting at a comfortable distance.
Yeah,
But you're the naturally louder talker, so.
I am. So I gotta get close. All right.
All right, so I found a story this week which I kind of want to ask you about because I thought it was ridiculous.
Okay.
So I think it was in Miami? Was it
Michigan.
Michigan, but it was a Miami news website.
Close. Miami, Michigan.
Yeah, dude, they both start with MI. Like,
Yeah.
come on.
True.
But it was from CBS Miami. So there
Okay.
you go. Okay, this first off, I haven't read the story, but this story is not a big news story. Why is the Miami CBS talking about this?
Like across the country.
It's so dumb.
Yeah.
Anyways, maybe they didn't have much going on there that week.
Probably not.
All right, so Michigan, we don't do articles anymore on the podcast, so I'm not reading it verbatim here. But basically, a 10-year-old Michigan boy was charged with aggravated assault, which sounds like a serious crime, after another kid in his class got a concussion when they were playing dodgeball, which is like absurd. So first off, how hard did this kid whip the ball, right?
Yeah.
So the article here says the boy allegedly threw the ball high in the air and hit a child in the face who has a condition where head injuries can be more dangerous. First off, that's super vague.
Yeah, for sure.
Head injuries can be more dangerous? Like what? Does this kid have like
I have
half
a
a skull or
condition
something?
where it could be worse for me. Maybe he's got
Right.
like 6 soft spots.
According to a police report, the kid who threw the ball was intentionally aiming for the boy's face.
Bruh, what do you think you do when you play dodgeball?
Yeah, what, you're going to aim for the belly?
You're
No.
trying to smoke your friend in the face from across the court.
That's why the teachers are like, no hitting in the head. But it says the boy threw the ball high in the air. So was he just like, like arc ball? He's just tossing it up there?
Maybe.
Like
Drop
lobbing
down.
it up like
That's
a grenade? Like
Now-
take this one, Jimmy.
Now, were they playing in gym class?
I'm assuming if this kid was just sitting out in the schoolyard and this other kid was just like, just charged in like a barbarian and just whipped it at this kid's
Here
face.
we go. Some
I could
10-year-olds
see
were playing dodgeball on the playground at school.
it. Okay, so they were playing
A
dodgeball.
white kid got hit with the ball. Why was that necessary? And then they charged a 10-year-old black child with assault. That's why it was necessary, of course.
I thought we're not supposed to see the color.
We're not.
It's 2019. Let's move beyond. Be better to people.
You tell him, John.
Hey, ScruffCast, a positive podcast.
Okay, so like they're out for recess playing dodgeball. They start their own little game of dodgeball. Boom! Smokes kid in the face. Was the kid playing dodgeball? If the kid's playing dodgeball, it's fair game. Okay. If he just if the kid's walking by and launches the ball at him, just be a jerk. Okay, fine.
I could see kids doing stupid stuff like that,
Yeah.
but we had a teacher in elementary school who got hit in the head with a soccer ball. Do you remember this? I remember. Okay, we had this Polish kid in elementary school, Alex. Okay.
Yes.
All right. I won't put him on blast.
I don't think he's listening to the podcast.
I don't think he listens, but
Not sure if he's alive, to be honest with you.
I have no idea where this kid is, but well, he's not a kid. I guess now he's almost 30 years old, like us.
A lot of weird.
Anyways,
shit
he
did,
kicked
though.
a soccer ball because we were playing soccer, and it smoked a teacher in the side of the head. The teacher just started crying like a little bitch. But
She started crying. What teacher was it?
dude, I don't even remember.
Oh, okay.
She was only there for a year or two,
Oh, okay.
but I don't know, similar sort of story. And
You know-
did Alex get in trouble? Probably not, but it wasn't malicious.
No.
But you know what? My brother told me a story. They had this old teacher, right? This old lady teacher at his school, and they were playing. Was it soccer? Was it football? And the teacher, I think he said it was soccer or basketball or something. Maybe it was soccer. And the teacher got hit with the ball in the hip. This
Okay.
old lady, and he said she fell over and like broke her hip.
Oh.
And I'm like, how old was this lady? And he said, oh, John, like she was so old. And I was like, well, how long was she gone for from school? And he's like, she never came back. She's like forced into retirement, career-ending injury as a teacher, right?
Yeah, she sustained a career-ending injury.
Yeah. And did those kids get charged? No. So like, I don't know.
You know, it's funny. This brings me back to a story from elementary school again. Funny enough, that same kid Alex is a part of this story, and so our other Polish friend, Brinkus,
Yes.
we were playing dodgeball in gym, and this kid Alex at the time had broken his ankle. Yeah, you already know the story I'm about to tell. He had broken his leg or broken his ankle or something like that,
Yeah,
right?
so he had the boot on.
Yeah, and so these two just never got along. I think they were like both Polish, and like I don't know. Well, one thought the other was more Polish than the other. It was weird.
Hey, Polska.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we were more friends with Brinkus, obviously, and so this kid Alex is like walking along, like we're in the gym, right? So it's like basketball court size, and so he's walking along the back, like the sidelines, and he's like on his crutches. He's going, "Hey, you can't hit me!" And Brinkus, of course, is like, "Oh yeah," just fucking takes the ball, just smokes him, knocks him like right off his feet onto his
His
ass.
crutches go flying in the air.
Flying through the air, starts crying like a little bitch. But like that's what you get, man.
Dude, I remember another time in elementary school, we're playing basketball for gym, and we had this friend Matt, right? And I believe there was this dweeby kid, this like skinny kid. I'm just gonna put him on blast. Matthew Post. Okay?
Matthew Post. Nobody's listening to this.
Nobody's listening to this anyway. But hey, dude, maybe one day the podcast will blow up and it'll come back to us.
Maybe.
We'll let him on the show. Please come tell the story from your eyes. I'd love it, dude. But anyways,
We'd love to hear your side. He's like 6'3" and just jacked now. Imagine.
well, dude, you got revenge for the story.
And you know what? I
So basically-
bet you Ian would know what he was up to now. Ian's like the guy that's still connected.
He's
to
an
everything,
eccentric
you know?
dude, yeah.
he is. Yeah, he's the guy that's connected to everyone still.
So-
We'll have to ask him.
so
Maybe
anyways-
he can write in next week.
Yeah, that would.
Ian, write in. Let us know what Matthew Post is up to.
I know you're always going on these traveling adventures. You're going to this country, that country.
We know you're a busy guy.
You're on the plane, so you got time to listen to podcasts.
Gotta have some
You
time.
can download the podcast. You don't have to stream it. You can download it.
That's right. No data usage at all.
You can listen to us on Spotify.
If you stand outside John's
iTunes.
house, you can actually catch his Wi-Fi and download it right there too.
There you go. Actually, if you stand close enough, you could just listen to us live.
That's also true. Yeah.
So it's a variable time. Right now, it's 11 p.m. Anyways, back to the story.
Yes.
So this kid Matthew is inbounding the ball, right? And then we have our friend Matt.
Is this in gym or is this outside?
This is in gym class.
Okay.
Right? We wouldn't be playing with Matt and Matt. Actually, I forgot they're both named Matt. Anyways, so
Yeah, funny.
Matthews goes to inbound the ball. Then our friend Matt just jumps up and boom, just stuffs it back like directly into like Matthew's face.
Yeah.
And like gets smoked by the ball. And I remember the teacher gets mad. And it was like, that probably sounds way worse than whatever happened to this kid.
Oh, yeah,
Like,
for
basketball's
sure.
pretty hard.
Oh yeah, that would hurt a lot more.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like it's just I don't know. I love stories like that. But that's just like kids just being stupid.
Dude, kids
right?
are just shitty. That's the way it is.
Kids suck. They're so dumb. Like, and we were no different, right?
Yep.
That's the way it is. Yeah, Brinkus just boom smoked him on his crutches. Like we would never do that now, right? You just think like, "Hey, you're a jerk, man," and just let him walk by, right?
As an adult, yeah, it's like absurd.
You know, what? Even at that age, I probably still wouldn't have done it. Brinkus is just like a
No remorse.
no remorse, Brinkus. Now he's out there biohacking vibes.
Yeah, you can find him by just Googling his name.
Search Brink TV. You can.
It's pretty
find him.
absurd.
He's he's out there doing
pretty
things.
obscure name.
Maybe we'll have him on the podcast one day. I know
dude.
we've talked about this before.
He'd be an amazing guest.
Yeah. I don't know how many people would actually like to listen to what he has to say, but
Well, too bad for them.
too bad. Sort of thing. We'll have to get in contact with him.
Yeah.
We'll do it.
We'll have our people contact his people. Well, he probably actually has people.
He legit
His
probably has
Instagram
people,
account has
yeah.
like 50,000 followers. Yeah.
He's a big deal. So it would actually probably be beneficial to us if we had him on there.
Yeah.
You know, then we can have all of his.
I'm going to put a YouTube
Followers.
tag for Brinked.
Yeah, do it.
That's going to find us more followers on this post, on this
That's
episode.
a great idea. We're going to use him. He's a good guy. I love Brick.
He is.
Awesome. Okay.
All right. Well, that was it. I just thought it was absurd that this kid got charged with aggravated assault.
Yeah, he deserved it.
He's like a 10-year-old kid. And it said it was a police report. So, like, was the parents or, like, the teachers like, we got to call the police? Damn, how hard did he hit this kid?
Well, that's the thing. Like, who's the idiot who, like, decides to call the police? And who's the idiot, like... Is it the parents' decision to press charges, or is it, like, the police decision to, like, press the charges?
Dude, unless he, like, smoked the head off this kid, the police are probably going to be like, he's 10 years old. Oh, but remember...
That's what I mean,
but it was a black kid hitting a white kid.
Yeah, that was the whole stank of the article, yeah.
So, who knows?
I don't know, man.
Maybe he had a cannon of an arm.
Yeah.
We'll find out, like, 8 years from now when he's being drafted into whatever sport.
I know, and he still has that.
So, it'll say
record.
pros and cons. At 10 years old, nearly killed another kid.
Nearly decapitated child. All
That's
right.
funny.
I think it's time, John.
All right, time for the best part of the podcast. Dare I say the best part of our weeks these days?
Yeah. We're time for the top 5.
Yes.
And I think we got a pretty good one for you today.
I think so. So it's not a traditional top 5 where we're really ranking items based on like our favoritism of them or like how good they are. We went a little off the board this week, if you will.
Yeah.
So this week, our top 5 is the top 5 items we'd want to bring with us if we're stranded on a deserted island. So we had to lay out a few ground rules this week. We made a couple of assumptions before we made our lists. First assumption is that like it has to be like, you know, like a single sort of item, right? So you can't be like, I'm going to bring 8 sheets of plywood or I'm going to bring a house.
Yeah, to build a boat or something, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
And so we kind of just determined like it was something you can either carry with you in your hands or in like a backpack. You can bring that amount of stuff with you. Something of that size.
And we also assumed you'd have your backpack with you. So you have your backpack and these 5 items.
Yeah.
And the goal is ideally to get off the island, but also you're trying to survive, right? You don't want to die.
Yeah, you survive or try to get off, right? You never know. There could be a boat that comes by, a plane that comes by, whatever. So.
Yeah. And then instead of an honorable mention this week, we chose the person we'd have with us on the island. It could just be like anybody.
Anybody
right?
except like a survivalist, like a Bear Grylls or
Yeah.
something like that. You can't bring them because that's just not even fair.
It's not fair. And you're picking them not only for their company, right? Because otherwise you'd be like, oh, I'd pick my fiance, right?
Yeah.
Whatever.
But it's like legit.
Yeah, you pick them for their
Maybe a skill set they
their
have.
skill set
Yeah.
and their company, right?
You know what? Right off the bat, I'm going to say it. I didn't choose my fiance because why would I want her to be stuck in that same situation as me? You know?
Yeah.
That's not a good situation.
What about Leo?
Yeah.
What, both
who's
his parents
watching
are
him?
stuck on an island, dude. That sucks for him.
Yeah. So at least, like, come on. I wouldn't want
and
her to be
obviously-
stuck in that position.
I didn't pick my girlfriend.
Neither did I. Got
She
a
doesn't
way
have-
better person.
She doesn't have the island survival skill set.
No.
Neither do I.
Neither
so
do I.
need-
That's why I needed someone better. Yeah.
Exactly. All
I can't
right.
be the head of this team.
All right. Would you like to go first, Dan, or would
I
you
will.
like me to go first?
Okay, number 5. I guess like it's kind of weird because it's not really
It's not really ranked,
particular order here, but I'll go number 5. A machete.
Okay.
So now the machete obviously would help me cutting coconuts because I'm assuming this is a nice tropical.
A tropical island. We're not like stuck on a glacier here.
So originally I chose like a knife, right?
Yeah.
But I think a machete is probably a little more useful. I can kind of like chop some wood with it. I can cut down some trees, which could help me maybe begin to build my boat. And I can fend off any wild animals or anything like that.
That's true.
With it. So machete is number 1
All right.
or number 5.
The top one on my list here as well was also a machete.
Oh,
Much for the same reasons. I think it's probably pretty crucial, right? At first I thought a knife as well, right? It's smaller, easier to hold, but like, I don't know, machete would just be easier, right? Imagine you're chopping down like bamboo or something.
Yeah, you can't do it with a knife. It'll take you forever, right? You need the machete.
Yeah, not just have like a little paring knife feel. So that's a little bit of a boring one. We both matched on the first one, but I mean,
brought a fillet knife so we can cut the salmon perfectly. Okay,
all right.
My number 4, a pot. Okay, I chose a pot
Yes.
simply based on the fact that I can boil water. You know what I mean? Not drinkable water. You gotta boil it. It'll kill all the bacteria. Do all that stuff. You need a pot. You need something to do it. A pot's gonna be the easiest thing. And a pot, like, don't need a massive pot. Just like a nice small pot I can fit in my backpack. Boil water. Gotta get that clean water. Stay hydrated. That is the key to surviving
Yes.
on deserted islands.
So key that actually The next one on my list was also, I was fancy. I wrote cast iron pot.
Oh,
why
sorry.
not, right?
All right. Yeah.
And yeah, it'd be useful for, you could catch rainwater with it. You could like get salt water and then like boil the salt water. And maybe if you used your machete to like carve out a coconut as like a little bowl, I was like looking it up online. You can like have the salt water steam up and you catch the condensation and it drips back down.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Into like fresh water.
Yeah.
So since I could only bring one pot, I didn't want to use two spots on pots. Right? Right, like that old book, Hop on Pop. Like, I didn't want to use two spots on pots here, so I could just like make a little pot out of a coconut, but I need that first big pot, right? Because you want to be able to boil stuff.
Yeah.
Make a little stew.
Great idea. This sounds like a decent trip. Sounds like a vacation almost so far.
So far, not bad. Imagine we go 5 for 5. That'd be outrageous.
Okay, here we go.
Imagine.
I don't think we're going to have the same one here. You ready? Number 3, peanut butter.
No, we're not going to go 5 for 5. Okay, that's funny.
Peanut butter is crucial. It's high in protein, okay? Because you're going to start your trip. You're not instantly going to be, boom, going for food, right? You got to get something to get you going, okay? All right, it's going to take me a while to find food. Maybe a wild boar, you know what I mean? It's going to take you a few days to catch that boar.
Yeah,
Just saying, right? So you got to have some in the meantime. You know, a spoonful of peanut butter a couple times a day, that'll get you going.
Did you bring a spoon?
a couple fingers full of peanut butter, you know?
Okay, just checking.
And then that'll keep you going for the meantime.
You might as well bring like the good size, like duty-free size.
Oh, yeah. If we're going to bring a size.
Well, it's going to weigh down your backpack.
That's okay. As long as it can fit in there. I can handle the weight.
Oh, yeah.
So can my companion.
I forgot about the companion. Okay.
All right.
But don't forget, dude, now the companion gets to eat some of that peanut butter too.
That's okay. I'll share.
All right. That's an interesting choice. Yeah, that's a good one.
All
right. So my second one, a little more kind of sticking with the pure survival theme here. I thought I'd bring like a fire starter or like flint, right?
Okay.
If we deemed like fire starter was kind of cheating, right? Because let's face it. No, but I just put a backup option there just in case.
Okay.
I got the pot. How am I going to boil my water if I can't start fires? We're going to start scraping rocks together. I don't want to risk it. I'll use one of my spots on a fire starter. Yeah.
The easiest
I thought about bringing like a lighter or something, but then eventually, maybe runs out of fluid. Mm-hmm. And then what? Then I'm dead. So,
fair enough.
I mean, obviously I want fire, right? I don't want to get cold at night.
Yeah, no, you're right.
There you go.
That's a good one. All right. What are we on now? Number two? Number two. I would bring rope.
I thought about this.
Doesn't have to be a ton of rope. But you know what I mean? Enough. I can fit in my backpack. So I can be able to, tie some trees together or whatever to start creating my raft. That's essentially it. And you could probably create traps with it too, to catch animals and stuff using that rope. Probably be useful for that too.
That's a good idea.
Or, if you're on that deserted island for a few years and you figure, like, I'm sick of living this life, you just tie it up to a tree. And
if you had enough, hey, dude. I mean...
I'm kidding.
That would be a long time on that island.
Yeah. I'm getting
maybe I don't even want to escape. Maybe I'm just tired of life here.
Yeah, I know. Maybe it's not so bad. I got my peanut butter. Got my pot.
And you know what, dude? Once you like run out of peanut butter, and let's be honest, like you're scooping with your finger, and even with a spoon, you don't get all the peanut butter out of the jar. Dude, you set that baby out and it rains, and then boom, you got like a little bit of peanut buttery water. That'll last you a little while.
Yeah. That'll keep you going for another day or two.
There you go.
Yeah. I think it's a good idea.
All right. I thought about rope, but I figured, to build my raft, what I'm going to do is I'll cut the bamboo, right? But in such a fashion that it sort of like fits together.
Yeah.
Or like for all the listeners that just heard the sound effect, I like put my hands together and like this angle, like, but, yeah, I've seen like these videos on YouTube of like people like, making log cabins and stuff.
Yeah.
And, you just sort of cut the woods up, puts together.
Slides into the next piece. Yeah.
So, and it's like, do I know how to do that? No. Does my companion? Probably not. But I'm on the island for a while. I'll figure it out eventually.
You'll sort it out. Yeah, try it.
I'll assume like I'm not going to run out of bamboo, but maybe I'll practice with like little ones.
Sure, there's lots of trees there. You'll be okay.
Yeah. So the next one I have was a hammock.
Okay.
Because
leisure time. That's what you're
not just leisure time. It would allow me to sleep off of the ground. Oh. Sorry, companion. I forgot it.
Didn't bring two. Yeah,
well, let's assume our companion also brings the same thing. They're just with us. They're doing the same thing. I don't know.
Yeah, they're bringing the same backpack full of the same stuff.
But a hammock, because then you don't have to sleep on the ground, so you don't have to worry about bugs.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And the sand and the water and everything like that.
Yeah.
You could also use the hammock as a tarp for shade, right? Because I'm imagining it's not like a rope hammock. It's one where it's like got rope on the two ends, but it's like just cloth.
Okay, like
in the
a
middle.
fabric.
Yeah, a fabric hammock. Okay. There you go.
Double usage. That's a good idea.
Double usage, right? So if you put up a little higher, right, you could provide some shade. You could also maybe use it like to try to make traps to like, you know, if you want to catch a smaller animal or something.
Yeah.
Or whatever it may be. Maybe put your belongings, not that you have much, but you could sort of put it there and like tie it up on a tree a little.
That's a good idea.
So, and I mean, it'd be comfy sleeping.
I never thought about sleeping, to be honest with you. Never really did.
Yeah, because I mean, unless you like fashion, like you're not going to build that raft in a day, right? So unless you fashion a bed of some sort, you're going to be just literally laying on the beach.
I'll sort it out when I get there, I guess. I don't know. All right, so now our companions.
Yeah, I want to go to the companions.
All right, my companion, Jessica Alba.
Ah.
I'm kidding. I wouldn't choose her. It's a joke. I was hoping to get a laugh out of you there.
No, I thought it was a good choice.
No.
At first, I thought you were going to say Jessica Biel.
Oh, also a good decision. Okay, my choice. Star center fielder for the Los Angeles Angels, Mike Trout.
Okay.
First off, he's got the last name of a fish, so he'd probably be a pretty good fisherman. Second off, the guy is built like a linebacker with speed and agility. Okay? He is a man, this guy, okay? He's big, he's strong. You know, if I'm going at one of those trees with a machete, he would just come and like, here, give me that. Smoke that tree right down.
Oh, yeah, dude, he's got the strength to chop right through the tree. Me and Mike Trout
together would build a raft in days. You know, he'd probably work. And he seems like a fun guy, too, you know? Always got a smile on his face, good time. And you know what? When we shake some of those coconuts off the tree, I just lay them up for him. Boom! Watch him smack them into the ocean. Blasting coconuts out there. We'll fashion a bat, you know? Using our machete.
Dude, that actually pretty fun.
Yeah. So there'd be some entertainment, too, right?
There you go.
Mike Trout.
All right, but one thing you got to think of, and my companion will have the same problem. To maintain that physique, you got to eat a lot of calories.
Jeez, you're
Dude,
right.
there goes your peanut butter.
That's a one-day peanut butter.
I think mine's even worse because for my companion, I chose Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Okay?
Okay, yeah.
Because
I thought of him, actually, funny enough.
I was worried we were going to bring the same guy because he's strong, he's tall, he's famous, so maybe people will look for us because they're worried The Rock is gone,
good
right?
decision. Yeah.
And, dude, he'd be motivating as hell. Yeah, exactly. I'm, like, hitting this little bamboo like a little bitch, like, right, getting tired, and he'd be like, come on, you got to get your ass up. Dude, he'd be waking me
that
up.
machete, I'll cut this bitch down.
Exactly, right? He'd be motivating.
Yeah,
right?
okay. See, the reason
he'd be, like, up on the tree, like, doing chin-ups.
Yeah. The reason I didn't choose, like, I chose an athlete over, like, a celebrity like that, because, like, they're actors. I know, like, he is very big and strong, obviously, and that's not fake. But, you know, maybe he's not tough.
Maybe not.
Maybe he couldn't handle it, you know?
Maybe not. Dude, maybe just break down crying. I'd be like, damn.
Now
I got to deal with this emotional trauma while I'm stranded on the island.
Yeah, that's what worried me about
You're supposed to hold me while I cry.
Exactly.
Come on.
Oh my
Plus,
God. Dude, why would you need a hammock when you got Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson? You just cradle you all night, man. Just rock you right to bed. Be the best sleep you had.
Dude, that'd be the deal. You can sleep in the hammock. If you rock me to sleep first, and you can place me on the beach, I'm not even going to know. And then you can have the hammock. If you don't want to rock me to bed, then I get the hammock, and you just got a deal.
Yeah.
Because this was my trip, and you just came along. Okay?
Yeah, that's a good idea. You just cradle you right to sleep. I like that.
Yeah, he's not going to have that natural athleticism. I wasn't thinking of athletes. You had a good choice, but I just thought, like...
Literally, the first person that popped in my head was Mike Trout. I'm not sure why.
The first one that popped in my head was The Rock, and I thought, like, oh, man, Dane's totally going to pick The Rock because of how much he loves Fast and the Furious. It's going to be, like, right in the front of his mind.
I did, yeah.
Plus, he's Samoan, too, so maybe he's, like, can tap into his ancestors.
What?
Samoan, isn't he?
Samoan?
Yeah.
What the hell is that? I don't even know what that is.
From Samoa.
Where's Samoa? Is that even...
It's
I've
a
heard of
country.
Somalia.
No, Somalia is, like, where the pirates are from.
Jesus, you don't want the
No, I don't want
Somalian
those.
with you on it, huh? You'd be robbed instantly.
Well, that's the thing, too, like... The Rock and Mike Trout, if they get tired of our shit, they could just kill us. Dude, I'm pretty sure he's Samoan.
I don't even know what that is, so you can look it up if you want. I'm going to go on to my number one answer. My number one answer? A lighter. Now, I know your explanation was that a lighter would run out, but John, a Bic lighter can last for years. That's how good those
literally years?
Yeah. That's literally how good these lighters are. They're fantastic. I would take a lighter with me, obviously, for fire. You know what I mean? If you're starting one fire a day, you're using one little light. I think that lighter can last a while. By that point, hopefully you're gone. I know the worry is that maybe it gets wet. You know, whatever, right? All that sucks too. So like, yours is probably the more practical way. Mine's just the easiest way.
So you're going with a Bic lighter?
Yes. Bic lighter, number one.
Not a bad choice. So mine, now, My number one, I chose a fishing net. Right? And, like, here's the thing. I figured I would use a machete to, like, sharpen sticks and branches to make spears, right?
Yeah.
You could spear fish and stuff. I figured fish would probably be the biggest source of food.
I was kind of thinking, I was going to bring a spear at first, but then I thought,
Because maybe there's boars and stuff, but, like, it's going to be hard to hunt them down, right? And you're going to want to be near the coast in case, like, a boat goes by or something, right?
Yeah.
And you don't want to start your fire literally in the middle of the island because then you're just going to light all these trees on fire and it's going to be no good for anybody.
That'd be a good smoke signal, though.
It would, but you better hope they find you or you're dead. So.
Yeah.
So I figured a fishing net because, dude, I'm going to be hungry. I don't want to chance it, okay? Out there with a spear. You know how friggin' long? We told the story on the podcast. We could barely get a fish off a hook.
Yeah,
we had to cast a fish bag out there. I do not want to chance it because as you struggle finding a fish, you're going to get tired and more hungry. Dude, a day goes by without eating? Man.
Well, homie, that's why I got my peanut butter.
Well, see, so you're kind of covered there, right? So in the early days, you have time to, like, hone your fishing skills. But once that peanut butter runs out, you're going to be tired of, getting out there with the spear.
I figure, like, me and Mike Trout would be a little hunter-gatherer-ish, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, like,
he's the gatherer.
Of course. So he's got a cannon for an arm, right? So he can just, poof, launch that spear into the water, catch all the fish, and then I'd prepare them, you know?
I'd
prepare the fish. Make us a nice meal, you know?
You'd season them with, like, whatever dust was left at the bottom of your backpack.
Exactly, yeah.
I made it for us, Mikey. Comes over, he's like, not bad, but he's got to eat, like, 10 fish, right?
He does. Well,
he's the one
catch them, man.
He's the one catching, yeah.
I seasoned them with peanut butter.
Dude, there you go. It'd spice up the food, too.
Drizzle, yeah.
I thought about that, like, I'd just be eating plain fish. Would suck. But you know what?
What's one of your items going to be, like? Fish seasoning. What a waste of an item.
Shrimp sauce.
Yeah. Cocktail sauce. You just deal with it. Like.
Yeah, because then after, like, I don't know, how much fish would you get out of, like, one jar of cocktail sauce? And you'd be like,
not much.
Hey.
I think you're out.
Every now and then you just, like, pull the jar out and just sniff the empty jar.
Yeah,
as you take your bites.
And then, like, you're used to the cocktail sauce, and then you have a hard time eating the fish without it, right?
Yeah.
If you just eat the fish to begin with. And, like, it's not even about the taste at that point. It's like you're trying to fill your stomach. That's it. Like,
exactly. And I figure, like,
whatever you can.
You could fashion a spear and then, like, kill, like, a boar or whatever. I don't know.
That's very, yeah.
And then you just literally have, like, the meat chunk. Plus, like, you think I'm going to skin the boar? Hell no. The Rock's going to do that.
Of course.
No way.
Honey, can you skin the boar for me and then cradle me to sleep tonight?
I skinned the boar last time. Well, do you want to be hungry? No.
Babe, I'm trying to cook dinner here, okay? Skin the boar.
And you're literally there, you're shirtless, you're disheveled, you got your beard, our beards would be, like, out all over the place, right?
Yeah, mess.
Hair's growing out. You could use a machete to cut your hair.
You could.
Dude, you know what we could...
Tricky, but
you get to see The Rock's hair grow out.
Yeah.
Right? Because he always goes to shave head now.
Yeah, good call. Didn't think about that one.
That'd be wacky.
All right. That was a fun one.
That was a good one.
I would love to hear everybody else's top 5 deserted island items. Because this is a good one. I think there could be a lot of variation.
Did you have any that were, like,
I was shocked we
close?
had 2 that were the same, to be honest with you. I guess they're
a machete and a pot? Yeah, they're pretty
similar. The pot
similar.
one I thought was going to be a little different on. The machete, obviously, that's kind of...
Rope was a good one. I thought about that because I thought it would help with fastening the... the boat, but I figured, you know what, I'll just learn to sort of cut them together.
Yeah, fair enough.
Maybe I could have brought an architect with me, and he could figure out how to build a boat.
Yeah, he'd be no help elsewhere.
Or, like, just a ship builder. But, like, well, they're not building ships out of bamboo.
Noah, man. Be out of there in no time.
In Noah time.
Oh. All right. Okay. That's about it. That's all we got. Yeah, so let us know your top 5 deserted island items. We'd love to hear them. Tell us why you chose those items.
Yeah. You can get lengthy with these emails.
No,
please, burn up 10 minutes of the podcast on one email. I love it.
We do not care. We love it all.
Yes.
If we got to do a 2-part episode, we'll do it. We don't even care.
All right. Will. I literally nodded there, but the listeners couldn't see, so I had to say, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so our question to ponder for next week is... If you could snap your fingers and make one species go extinct, which species would you choose? All right.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it for next week. Oh, and next week is the special episode, John, your favorite.
Episode 64.
That's it. We're going to leave it at that.
I'm going to wear my Nintendo 64 t-shirt
what did
next
I
week.
just say? I said we were going to leave it at that.
I'll edit that part out.
Nah, that's fine.
It's going to say... Oh, what I just say? And they're not going to hear.
Nah, it's fine. We'll leave it. Okay. All right. That's it. Anything else to add?
I'm pretty sure The Rock is Samoan. I haven't confirmed.
Oh, okay. Maybe he is. I don't know. I thought he's Hawaiian, to be honest with you. I think he's got Hawaiian ancestry.
Dude, he has a Canadian citizenship.
Really?
Did you know? Yeah.
Well, that's good. Good for him. Okay. Well, while you're Googling that, I'm going to wrap this up. All right. That was episode 63 of the ScruffCast. Thanks for listening, everybody. John, you want to add?
I was going to say, it says here, Dwayne The Rock Johnson is proud of his Samoan heritage. So he is Samoan.
There we go. You got it.
Thanks
for listening, everybody, and we'll catch you next week.
As I'm watching her go, all I'm thinking is, oh damn that bad thing. I can tell you're really good at distracting.
I'll smack him around when I get home. Have a few drinks, you know?